When Mridul and I started Krazimo, we didn't have a clear product in mind. Our mission was broadly to help businesses integrate AI with their operations, and we remain committed to that goal. But over time, patterns in the requests we've received have emerged, and it's become clear that for certain problems, it makes sense to build reusable templates that we can deploy and simply customize last-mile integrations for each new customer. AI integration companies like to make things sound more complicated than they really are, but fundamentally, nearly all problems boil down to one of two things. Give the LLM access to information, or give the LLM access to tools. As far as tools go, MCPs have been effective, albeit while blowing up the context, but there isn't going to be a one-stop solution for that. However, as far as connecting intelligence to information is concerned, RAG appears to consistently be the best approach. Variations of this problem have been requested so many times that we've decided to offer RAG as a service. Basically, we'll examine your data sources, devise the best way to chunk and index it, organize it in some other fashion, host the resulting index storage system on private servers, and provide access to state-of-the-art retrieval, re-ranking, and question answering using that data. I'm using storage as a general term rather than vector databases because some of our templates involve graph databases or relational databases that we found work better for specific requirements. But if you're not interested in the underlying technology, let me just give you a few examples of areas we've used this system. The easiest way to visualize these examples is imagine the data we're starting with and the outcome of adding our system on top of it. Example 1. The data is your order tables with information on shipping, package tracking, dates, and more. You also have policy documents, terms and conditions, help center articles, and FAQs. Put all of these together and add our RAG as a service system on top, and you now have a customer service bot. Example 2. Our data is all the transcripts from sales calls of a real estate company with the result of whether or not the client converted. We also have information on all available projects down to the last detail on square footage, amenities, finishings, and more. Add our system on top of this with a text-to-speech system and a calling service, and you've got an outbound sales agent ready to move your property. Example 3. Imagine you're interested in monitoring a subset of transactions on a blockchain connecting particular wallets. We'd store these as a graph database instead of the standard vector store because it works best for interconnected systems and allows us to answer questions with specific data rather than interpreted findings. Once we add our RAG system, what you get is a chatbot that can answer questions like what were the 3 largest ETH transactions in the last 24 hours and much more. Example 4. Imagine an audit database of logged user actions in a secure system. In this scenario, we'd keep things in a relational database and have our agent query for things as a human would. Plug our system in and you've got a security investigator that can debug where things went wrong, find the source of a leak, and many other things. These are all just some of the real-world problems we have solved with variations of our RAG system. And that's really where we're different from the people that are just going to take your documents, chunk and index them, and call it a day. We have your data accessed in completely different ways based on the problems you're trying to solve, the stakes involved in getting something wrong, and the requirements around the turnaround time. We also are happy to build additional connections with your internal tools, making these agents far more valuable. You can imagine a number of other scenarios. Take all your company sales and marketing information, customer data and revenues, add our system, and you've got a company data scientist. Take your internal documents, tutorials, and other training materials, add our system, and you've got a company GPT. The possibilities are endless. Long story short, if you want your data to speak to you, if you want the manner in which it does curated to your particular requirements, and you want the system that enables this to be consistently updated and kept state-of-the-art, reach out to us. If you're watching this video on our website, you can click on the Get Started button on the top right and schedule a 15-minute call with me. If you're watching this anywhere else, head over to Krazimo.com to do the same. Please take a minute to read reviews from the people that have worked with us, and I think you'll see why choosing Krazimo as your AI partner will not be a decision you regret. Thank you.